Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your August 2022 general readings. We're looking at the first half of August, so from the 1st to the 15th, and this reading is for the fire sign of Aries. Welcome, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Thanks for taking the time to be here to watch this video, any of the videos on my YouTube channel, for hitting that like and share button, hitting that subscribe button, your comments and feedback, and those of you who reach out for personal readings. Always a note of gratitude. It means a lot. Thank you. Okay, Aries, our beautiful Rams. This is for you for the first half of August 2022. If your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Aries, it's relevant if you're cross-watching for an Aries. It is a general reading, so of course it's going to resonate a little differently for everyone. Watch all of your signs if you know them, sun, moon, rising, and Venus, for any additional insight and perspective it might provide. And if you find that something does resonate with you, and you would like to maybe take a deeper look at something, reach out for a personal reading for yourself or as a gift for someone else, feel free to email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. You can also get that contact info by clicking on the description link. I would be just so delighted to hear from you, and I can usually respond the same day with more information. I do offer quite a wide variety of readings, and I'm pretty timely about scheduling. As I do this full time, it's all that I do. So I work pretty hard to try and get people in as soon as possible. So email me if you're interested. Okay, Aries, let's see what the first half of August looks like for you. I am using the Tarot of Dreams, clarifying with the Gilded Tarot. Aries. All right, Aries, we begin with the Queen of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, someone who is showing up as relevant to you in the first half of August. The Queen of Cups is the Queen of Water, the Queen of Emotion. This is somebody who's learned how to be fairly emotionally balanced. They're very nurturing, giving, good source of support, love, feedback. But they also know how to keep control of their emotions as well. With the Queen of Cups, we have the Star. Renewed, restored hope, faith, and optimism. Hoping and having faith. Next, we have the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Your cups overflowing with abundance, getting what you want. With the Four of Coins. Interesting. It's the Miser card. I mean, fours can represent stagnancy or stability. The Four of Coins is typically, though, it's about being careful about giving or not wanting to give out, being protective, guarded, defending, not wanting to share, not wanting to give out. It's an interesting card with the Nine of Cups, because clarifying the Nine of Cups, it may represent that, I mean, this is maybe a relationship or partnership of some kind, whether it's love and romance or otherwise, where it feels like maybe one person wants everything, you know, whatever their Nine of Cups is, but they're not really willing to do anything or to contribute to it. But we'll clarify and see. Next, we have the World, leveling up, getting to the end of a pretty significant aspect of your life journey, because the World is the last major arcana card in the tarot. This is where the Fool's journey, the very first card in the tarot, the very first major arcana card is the Fool. He has the 0. That's because he's just getting ready to start off on a whole new journey of learning, growing, you know, succeeding, failing, but learning all of the time. And all of the cards after the Fool are about our learning through these different chapters in our life, right? And the World represents a significant chapter or set of chapters in your life is coming to an end. There's a leveling up, a graduation, and a moving on to a different landscape with new opportunities, a new horizon. Taking things to another level with the Two of Swords. But there's a reluctance or a resistance to do so here. I mean, the World is completion and moving on to the next level, kind of a card of graduation. The Two of Swords represents kind of feeling stuck, though. There's a reluctance or a resistance to see the truth of something, to see something because once you do, you know, you can't unsee it. You have to make a choice or decide on something moving forward. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy and focus is temperance, balance, neither too much of one thing nor too much of the other. Interesting, kind of a mixed bag here. Let's clarify the overall energy of temperance. I had a jumper. The star. Again, renewed, restored hope, faith, and optimism. Hope for balance, hope that something will balance out. Clarify the Queen of Cups. Who or what is this Queen of Cups to Aries? The Five of Wands, conflict, circular arguing, fighting over the same thing, the same struggle over and over and over again. The Five of Swords. Fives can represent opportunities for change because it's preceded by conflict. The Five of Swords is a hard-won victory or winning at all costs. Clarify the Star. There's some kind of relationship here between you and this Queen of Cups, whoever this Queen of Cups is. Now, the relationship doesn't have to be a love romantic relationship. It could be, you know, a relationship of some other kind. But there's some kind of, you know, a main bone of contention keeps going back around and around and around about basically the same thing. And both parties very stubborn. Clarify the Star. The Nine of Wands, the Wounded Warrior card. Being close to the end of a cycle but feeling tired, worn out, discouraged, wondering if you should continue, trying to have faith. Clarify the Nine of Cups. The Seven of Wands, defending, protecting, guarding that which you feel is most important to you. Clarify the Four of Coins. The Six of Coins. This is about gift giving and gift receiving, but it's sometimes about breadcrumbing somebody, giving only a little when you can give a lot. And with the Four of Coins, this is an interesting reading, and it's got a thread in it that I don't really care for. This looks like a relationship or a partnership of some kind, where one person... It's like I'm going to use a love romance relationship as an example. It's a relationship between two people, and it feels like the relationship or partnership has evolved to the point where, or has lasted long enough that one person is like, okay, we need to take this to the next level, move in, get engaged, get married, something of that sort. And the other person is like, I want things to stay the way they are. I want to have what I've had before. I don't want things to change. It's like you're almost blindly hoping that the other person will give up and that you can have exactly what you want without contributing to it, or only giving just a little, oh, well, he or she's getting upset, so I'll give him just a little bit to shut him up or keep him satisfied or something like this. Regardless of which side of this you're on, it feels like you're in a relationship with someone where either you don't want to contribute to the relationship moving forward, or your partner doesn't want to contribute to the relationship moving forward. It's like they want things to stay the way they were, because the way they were was, you know, I can have my cake and eat it too, but somebody doesn't really want to contribute here in a full unconditional way. They might give a little bit, you know, just enough to keep the person there, but not really taking it to the next level. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. Clarify the world. The Nine of Swords, stress, anxiety, fear of an unknown future. The Eight of Coins, nose to the grindstone. Somebody feels like it's too much work. They might lose something. It's too much work. They might do it and it won't work out. Clarify the Two of Swords. Two of Cups and the Lovers. My goodness, this is for many of you, this is a love and romance relationship or partnership, because this is a relationship at a crossroads. Somebody that you feel or they feel you are your soulmate, your kindred spirit, your person. You're with this person for the purpose of both of you learning and growing and evolving, should you choose to, free will, right? But this relationship is at a crossroads, and a choice and a decision needs to be made. But somebody is reluctant or resistant to do it, to take it to that next level. They think it's going to cost too much, financially, materially, emotionally. Like, what if it doesn't work out and then I lose all of this stuff? And, it feels a bit unhealthy, It's like somebody wants things to stay the way that they were because they were fine, they were satisfied, they got everything they wanted out of it. But now the other person wants to move it forward. They want to evolve it. They want it to kind of grow and have some movement forward. But the other person's like, no, I don't want to. It'll be too much work. We'll get divorced. I'll lose everything, whatever the reasons are. And they simply don't want to see that. They also don't want to realize, I say they because for some of you it might be you, for some of you it might be your partner. It's like they want things to stay the way they are, and they think that if they don't address it directly, that they won't have to invest any more in it, and two, it'll just stay the same as it was and it won't end. It feels a bit like cognitive dissonance here, like someone is not paying attention to reality, right? Because in order to do that, they have to address the problem, and they have to make a decision one way or the other, either move forward and continue to invest further, or that this relationship will end, but they don't want to look at that either. So it's kind of like the argument feels like they're just kind of continuing as if things are the same, and the other person is like, can't do this, and they're kind of just trying to pretend it's not existing. That's kind of what I'm getting. It's stuck, which leaves the person that wants to move forward in the position of either finding a way to live in acceptance of it the way it is, or to end this and move on. So let's end with, this is just what's going on in this 2-week period of time. So let's end with any advice or guidance cards for Aries. The High Priestess says that intuitively you know what the right path is. You know what the right decision is. Whether you like it or not, or want to do it or not, or choose to do it or not, the High Priestess is about paying attention to your intuition, your gut instinct, your higher self, whatever you want to call it. You already know what the right decision is. The Fool, this is the brand new journey, starting off on a brand new journey, taking a risk, stepping off the beaten path. For those of you who are in a relationship or partnership where you're afraid to go to that next level, this would be advice to do that, to take a risk. Whatever pain in the past you've experienced that holds you back here, this is not that, right? So Spirit is saying, take a chance and move forward. Open yourself up for a whole brand new journey. For those of you who are the ones waiting for this to move forward and the other person is stuck, this is moving off into a new direction, a different direction. And the Wheel of Fortune, divine timing and orchestration. This is starting fresh. This is starting a new journey, whether it's moving away in a different direction or taking a risk and moving forward in a way that you're afraid to, because Spirit has your back on this. This is what they want you to do, and they will guide and support you through this process. So depending on which side of the story you're on, Spirit is saying, a new path, a new moving forward, whether that's investing and pushing this relationship forward if you're the one that's holding back, or moving off into a different direction or a new direction away from this relationship or partnership, because it's not moving. And you need to take the risk and trust that Spirit is going to guide you, and paying attention to your intuition, because there's a sense here that regardless of which side of the story you're on, you know what is the best decision, Aries. All right, Aries, those are your messages for the first half of August. I hope that you found them helpful and useful, or at least gave you some food for thought, something to think about. Again, if any of this resonates with you enough that you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, take a deeper look at something, peel back the layers a bit for yourself or as a gift for someone else, feel free to email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I would be most happy to hear from you. You can also get that contact detail by clicking on the description link. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the August mid-month readings. Stay safe and well until then, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.